Hey, this place is more spiffy than I remember. Alright. Uh-oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
The original
If he's
Gmod?
happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it, he'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Yeah, I was exploring.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay.
I can wait.
Moving the mouse. Up. Now what? What's happening now? Oh, son of a bitch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Is it really just gonna start again?
Stanley came to a set of two
You know what?
doors.
Let's go across
The correct way to
the elevator this time and not jump off.
perfectly well.
Man, there are so many alternates to this.
Just to admire it.
We went through Portal, we went through Minecraft. We tried to mine diamonds, but he didn't give us a pick nor torches, so
Stanley took the first open door.
I lost my clock, my radio. That made me sad.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
Made me very sad.
Look, Stanley,
Alright,
perhaps we've
we're
got
going
the wrong
not
foot.
that way, but
I'm not
that
sure
way.
you really are not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
I'm
you've
sure
been
it has.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
No wonder, hold on. Whoops.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Well, considering we've seen Portal,
This
I'm...
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Is it GLaDOS?
She's been waiting.
God, I hope it's not GLaDOS. Sure, the chick is fine, but... Gotta say, she gets just a little bit crazy. Whoop.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Oh, hello. Better be an actual girl, you bastard. Hey, what the...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay.
Well, she sounds nice.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
God damn it.
Gotcha.
I knew I shouldn't have answered that phone.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Well, she sounded
What's
nice.
your life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see.
Yeah, if you make me go back to the beginning, I will not answer the phone this time.
What's really going on here?
If you take me back to the beginning, I will not answer the phone.
This is a very
Oh, I could have
sad
walked away.
story about the death
Fuck.
of a man named Stanley.
Wait, the what? Press on your gamepad. Left trigger. No, wait, that's right.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fuck. Fine, let's take out my controller. Shit, now I gotta plug it back in to enable it.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Damn it! You bastard. Trying to use the damn mouse and keyboard and you're making me use my controller?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
To watch TV. I'm guessing that's the TV?
And so he began to
What?
fantasize about his
What?
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought...
Why couldn't you give the mannequin a hair?
terribly.
Like seriously, some hair would have been nice.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what...
I should have walked in the whole way.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Right trigger.
As he wandered through
Oh
this
my God.
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible
Oh no.
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over.
Well, you haven't told me about Minecraft or Portal yet.
That he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
To tell you if you love her.
There is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real.
Hey, I haven't had a green door yet.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Fuck you.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm not going to push that button. I better push a different button. Oh. Fuck.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. Well, not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And
Fuck. And back to the beginning. This time I will not pick up the phone. You'll never make me pick up the phone this time. And if nothing happens, I shall pick up the phone and walk down the hallway and not in the girl's room, who is a mannequin. Well, he hasn't even talked to me yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Go,
Perhaps
go,
he wanted
go,
to stop
go,
by the
go, go,
employee
go!
lounge first.
I shall explore everything!
Stanley
This is my
was in the
destiny.
incredible room.
My
Stanley
playthrough.
was the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at
My
following
destiny,
directions,
my
it's
choices,
incredible he wasn't
my
told where to
freedom.
go. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I'd go faster if I
I'm
could.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is
Yes, you tempt me with
your
the
chance
her.
to redeem yourself.
Thought it'd be a nice looking girl, but no, it's a fucking mannequin!
To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I will not
That's
answer
right,
it!
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Man, how long is this gonna keep ringing? Seriously, how long? Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna walk that way, not
Stanley, is
that way.
you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Go this way!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying
Go
to get
this
you to
way!
see
Go
something.
this way!
Come inside.
Go this way!
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Nope.
Sorry.
Go.
You're in my story now.
You suck! Do I have to go through all that again? Oh, it's an invisible wall I can walk through. Oh,
This is
Fuck.
a very sad story about the death
Fuck,
of a man
fuck,
named
fuck.
Stanley.
alright, I am not gonna push the buttons.
Stanley is quite a brave hero.
When he tells me not to push a button, I will not push a button. See what happens
The
then.
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there. pushing
Goddamn
buttons,
prick.
Doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Bastard.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
I don't want to do this again.
had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further.
I am never going down this
Imagined
path
that he
again.
came to 2 open doors and that he could
Oh,
go
the
through
demoralization.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decision
Fuck you and your story.
was almost too wonderful.
It's
to
absolutely horrible.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end. That he would always feel this free.
You
Surely
suck.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
I will stop.
The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright, I'm not pushing the button. Plain and simple. Not pushing. Hands off the keyboard. Bloody bastard. How long do I have to wait? Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? You suck. I'm not doing all that again. Alright, let's go down the path he wants me to.
To check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, where does this take me?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Cabal planning. Monday! Weekly target admin marketing Mondays. Group 400. Oh, 40. 40X. Group 45X. Termination Tuesdays. Office. Legal. Group 4146. IT department. Web broke Wednesdays. Financial panic meeting. Bosses inspection. Group 42X. 427. 8bird. Merges, ideas plus development, preview of weekend, what to do about 432.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Target demographic teenagers. The stock market is everywhere here. Really? I just see a circle inside of a pie chart. Alright, moving on. Broom closet. Oh!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a broom. Huh, that was interesting. Oh dear.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No choice. We're going down. And...
Stanley
oh, a
just
car.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing
Oh
his
no.
boss.
I think I know which one this is.
Left his
Oh
boss
shit.
during work hours.
Why did I pick this?
Hard for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
Oh,
believed
no!
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then
Shit.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe he thought,
I knew that seemed all too familiar.
I am crazy. All of my
I didn't... Oh, I should have known. I should have remembered. Oh.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I knew that seemed too familiar.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
My god, you're right.
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar, Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the...
How does this car get in here?
On the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh, a light.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying.
Uh-oh.
To gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
What?
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Oh.
And perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Oh, God damn it. I was happy I was in space for a moment.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
I am thirsty now, so
Thinking about how
if it resets again, I'm going for a drink.